Basically, I'm just going to work on one side so I can. You'll be able to see more than if I just did the whole thing. Yeah, you know what's funny is when people say, "Well, how long did that take you to make?" And I could be a real smart aleck and go, "What, 50 years?"
Yeah.
You know, because
I've been working on this stuff for 50 years.
Yeah.
The last buffalo that we bought from you, where I sit every day and watch TV or just listen to him talk, he's right there and his face is looking at me.
And does he talk to you?
No.
His face is right there.
But we commune, we don't say anything.
Yeah.
I love him.
He's got his tongue sticking out. He's looking right at you.
I know.
Rolling that eye.
Oh, you know the last emperor that you all got?
Yes.
I don't know if I told you this story, but I was at Red Earth, and this lady wanted to know all about the last emperor. And I told her that, you know, what it was it's been shot and it's going down. As it's going down, it's still really majestic. And I turned around and looked at her, she was crying. And I went, wow. I mean, I said, that piece talked to you, didn't it? Okay.
It already looks like a buffalo.
Now, remember what I first did? I drew my line down the middle, and that was my backbone. Remember that? And then I drew this line, this line, this line, this line. You remember that? And that represents the skeleton that's in there. And then I drew my line like this. That was my thoracic cage. Then my shoulder blade right here, and this line comes down, down, and down. So if I know where the bones are going, I just follow those lines, and then that's how I get it in the right proportion. Yeah, I think that the buffalo is my favorite animal. And then the horny toad comes in.
Yeah. That big horny toad of yours is fantastic. And you really don't see horny toads anymore.
No, you don't.
They're just gone. The last ones I saw were out in the Panhandle.
Well, about 30 years ago, I was coming home from school, and right there on the airport road, I saw a horny toad run across the road. And I just pulled off the side of the road and waited for the traffic, and I went out there and caught it because my kids had never seen a horny toad.
I'm amazed at the speed at which you're doing this.
Well, like I said, this is just the basic shape. What really tells the tale is when you start putting on the detail work, and that's the killer.
Next time.
I think somebody would want this in the rough. I mean, just
Yeah. Maybe at the end of the hour.
Oh, it'll probably just go back to reclaim. In fact, I'm teaching a class, a sculpture for adults in Broken Arrow's new gallery. And they all seem to be enjoying it and having a good time. So you can kind of tell what the...
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I'm gonna go over muscles.
Okay.
So since this is already like it is, I'm gonna start with this. I'm glad you guys came because you all get a chance to see how your buffaloes were formed.
Mm-hmm.
Now these muscles that I'm putting on are just by memory. If I was really going to do this, I would go back and study my muscles all over again. Okay, once I got my muscles on there, then what I want to do is just keep going over it and just smooth them down so they go into the body and they look like they're the muscles. And remember, they're not in the right position. I just guessed. So you see the muscles are there. And he kind of looks like he's on steroids. He's all buffed out. Now, do you see the muscles in there?
It's
Okay.
amazing. It's amazing.
The last thing I do is I have to follow the contour.
That's got that rough hide. Right?
Looks like the,
Yeah.
yeah.
Looks like the hide on him. Yeah.
So anyway, I'll start working on the head so I can give you a demo on the eyes. The eyes are probably the most, I might have to redo the eyes 7 or 8 times because I never can get them to line up right. So what I'm going to do is just do one side. That way I can pretty well guess. Hard to believe it was just a ball of clay, wasn't it?
It was a brick of clay when you took it out of the box.
You know, I know you've had to work at this, but it's just a gift too. It's a God-given gift. It's amazing. It's amazing to watch.
Well, thanks. I have been blessed.
Took a course in college and did it.
Well, you know, she wanted me to do other things, but I wanted to do my own thing. And after about 2 assignments, she said, just do what you want to do. You know, she says, you know, you come in and work all the time anyway. So, all right, I think I'm getting close. Okay, if you, you know, any kind of animal, but like a cow, horse, buffalo, deer, their eyes are on the side of their head. any animal, like a bear, lion, cat, dog. The eyes are focused right here in front. So now he's going to look pretty bug-eyed. But if you think about it, you take your eyeball out of your head, it's just a socket. So what I'm going to do is make the eyeball. Yep, that's not quite big enough. Now he looks pretty bug-eyed, doesn't he? Okay, now underneath the eye, underneath the eyelid is in a triangle shape. So whenever I get ready, and it might go in several different layers. And then the eyelid that goes across, there's 2 or 3 lines that go across. So I'll put the first one on and then start filling it up. Now, if I was going to keep this buffalo, I would probably cut the head off, set it down so I could work with both fingers to make sure I get the eyes and everything correct. But that gives you an idea.
How they look so rough. Yeah. Their skin and their hair and everything.
So anyway, any questions? Anybody have any questions back there?
So from start to finish, how long does it take to finish a piece like this?
About 50 hours. I mean, today is just basic shape day. And all I started with just piling clay on top. And then I drew a line down the middle. And that represents my backbone. Then I drew a line here, 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 here. And that represents my bones inside. And then I added clay around that, to create my basic shape. After the basic shape, then I add the muscles, smooth it down, and then I add the hair to it. But if I was going to finish this piece, I would probably spend about 50 hours plus on it. It'd take me that long. Like I said, the basic shape I could get done in 2 or 3 hours. But it's all the detail work that takes the time.
So do you cast in bronze after this?
If I wanted to keep it. probably this one will probably just go back to the bag.